Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Chev. We're back here over on some more XDEFIANT. I know people have been asking for multiverses, but I had to get my last final hours in on this double XP stuff. So I'm all out of tokens for quad XP and stuff, but in that process, I have managed to complete all of the shotguns. So in yesterday's video, I showed that I had the double barrel. That hit level 100, and then I did the AA-12, which was just absolutely abysmal. And in that video, I talked about how just not great these things feel. They really just don't feel good at all, or at least not with the double barrel and the AA-12. But I will say, this M870, I was having a pretty decent time on it. Now, I don't know if this is the best thing that anybody could build on it, but this is what I ran, and I seem to have the most success with this. Got the barrel extender in general. I think that's a good thing for the shotgun, but instead of extending the range even more, I decided to go with the heavy, just for the extra weapon damage, and it just seemed to make it a little bit more consistent, so I got gold on that as well. So now I got all the SMGs done, all the shotguns done, all the sniper rifles done, and now I'm on to the marksman rifles, I think. I talked about just how annoying it was to do the shotgun, but I want to talk about something that is arguably the single most annoying thing in XDEFIANT. People talk about snipers, people talk about aim assist, people talk about skill-based matchmaking and all this stuff, the usual. The most annoying thing in this game is dead sex ability here, the spider bot. The spider bot is single-handedly the most annoying thing in this entire game. I have the most time played on DedSec, especially when I was running the shotgun. I was so annoying. So if you haven't played the game or know what DedSec does exactly, you are able to, every 30 seconds, throw out this little, basically homing little stun grenade in a little spider form that is honestly difficult to shoot, difficult to see coming, and sometimes you don't even hear it coming. Now, that sounds annoying just to deal with one person using it, but imagine multiple people on the other team using the spider bot. It is incredibly annoying. Now, imagine getting a 6-man together and all you guys do is run 6-man spider bot. Now, I'm not saying that's a good composition or anything, but holy shit, that is annoying. Now, the thing that you would really want to do with these marksman rifles, you would really want to be running the cleaners for the extra fire damage. And there it is, Spiderbot just got a kill. Not only is it annoyingly just difficult to see coming at you, it can also kill you. I think it does like around 20 damage or something by itself. I could also try to use my pistol actually, because the pistols will probably be the next most annoying thing. Summer Games Fest is also coming up soon. I have no idea what's gonna be there. Well, okay, there's a few games that have already announced that they'll be there, but I just don't know exactly what we're gonna see. But one of the games that I'm really excited for, I've mentioned this in my other reaction videos, Phantom Blade Zero seems very interesting to me. I think we'll be getting some more stuff at Summer Game Fest. I've been seeing people have the discussion recently, since we're at like the halfway point in the year or whatever, about what the game of the year is so far. Not games that haven't come out. What are the best games that have come out right now, and what would win if they just stopped it right here? And I don't really know. All right, here the spider goes. It's gonna find somebody. I heard him, and he's getting zapped to death. 2 taps, that's nice. Throw down a spider, can go and find some people for me. Now, the big issue really is that the AI of the spider is not incredible, but the thing is, it always finds somebody. It just doesn't always find the most logical person all the time. This little spider comes flying around the corner, jumps in front of you, you try to panic shoot it, doesn't work, latches onto your face out of some alien type shit, and then it just electrocutes you until somebody just walks up and kills you. Now, obviously, there is a counter to it. This game is pretty well thought out in terms of like what would counter what should you do in this scenario if they're using this. There's answers in this game generally. The idea is that you would usually just melee the thing before it ends up hitting you. Like if you just slow down and it's about to latch onto you, if you melee, you'll be able to just melee it off of your face. Or if you have a feeling that it's coming, you can just throw an EMP at the ground, so when it does latch onto you, you don't have to worry about timing anything. You just throw the EMP as quickly as possible.
Located. Capture zone at risk.
Gonna EMP them. Sorry, buddy. Don't want to check that corner? My spider will. Trying to shoot it, it's not working. It annoys the shit out of people. It is very annoying. Level 80, nice. I'm seeing people like level 110 and shit. I don't know when these new camos are gonna come in. Like, I don't know really what happens if any of the other mastery camos are in the game after you go and unlock gold for everything. But also another weird thing that I end up noticing is that, like, for whatever reason, this thing will straight up live through like explosives and shit. Like randomly this thing will get destroyed by like a gust of wind, and then other times it will like straight up fly through multiple explosives, completely through the front lines, no fear. Spider found somebody, I don't even need to be there. And I got the shock assist. Throw down another spider, figure out where people are. I already know they're gonna be over here in this area, but this will be able to pick up a free kill for me. standing on his ult. And the spider just cleaned him up. I'm sorry, man. That's one thing I really do enjoy about DeadSec. I wish I could get the ultimate a little bit faster. I'm pretty sure it's the slowest charging ultimate in the entire game. You have to like get the most amount of points or kills or whatever it is that contributes to it. I'm pretty sure it's just kill. Maybe the OBJ helps, but it's definitely the slowest one. And honestly, like, it's not even a full-blown EMP. Like, it just wipes everything that's there at that moment. It doesn't like permanently make it so nobody can use it. If you respawn, you're not EMP'd anymore. People think that this EMP ultimate thing is like a Call of Duty EMP where it lasts a certain amount of time for everybody permanently, even through deaths, but it's not. So it's really not as powerful as you would think to warrant that kind of charge time, in my opinion. All right, spider. Okay, someone's coming from there. He actually shot it. Come here. And that's the other thing. It doesn't necessarily need to catch somebody. It just needs to get them to do some shit, like flush them out. It'll make them do stupid shit. Give away their position trying to shoot it, run in a weird or stupid direction in order to avoid it entirely. I generally have a good idea of where the players are anyway, but there are moments where you throw that down and you're not entirely sure if it's left or right. It'll kind of cover a direction for you. It can draw fire. It can do all sorts of shit. This guy's dead. I don't know what happened to the other team. Now, ultimately, I don't think the spider is anywhere near close to the best ability in the game or anything like that, or gadget, or whatever you want to say. It is absolutely the most annoying. I'm sorry. It's just, there's a few annoying things in this game, don't get me wrong. There's annoying things in every game, but that thing really upsets people. That spider really upsets people. And nothing, you get an amazing dopamine hit when you hear them say that, like, enemy echelon has the goggles on, and then all you do is just pop ultimate on DeadSec. It's just immediately wiped out. Same thing whenever one of the Phantom guys walks in there with the shield and they're trying to lead the way. You can just hit them with an EMP and they all just stand there looking stupid. My favorite thing is whenever they go and goggle up and they go to challenge around the corner and I EMP them as they come around to challenge, and it forces them to switch off of that silenced pistol and it just gets them killed every single time. DeadSec is just a complete fuck you class. Now, the other little gadget that they have, the hijack thing, it's got its uses, but it's more situational than anything. It's cool sometimes to go and be able to steal a shield and then, like, you know, switch it on them or whatever, but not every game is filled with the shields and stuff. Some games have, like, a bunch of invisible guys. Other ones, you know how it goes. Lots of pings, other stuff like that. I notice a pretty even spread of a character, except for DeadSec, generally. Might just be because DeadSec isn't immediately available at the start for a lot of people, and you have to actually unlock it. But on top of that, it is more situational than the other class. Oh, they got spiders. Oh, I dinked them, but it was too late. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, like, that is bad hit registration right there, where you go and shoot right before you die and you get a hit marker along with the noise and everything. Your bullet didn't actually come out. It has nothing to do with hit registration not actually counting. Your bullet just never actually came out on their screen. It's a network-related thing, not a hit registration thing. My hit registration is still great. It's weird, too, because the spider does this weird thing. Before it even latches onto you, when it goes into the animation, it doesn't allow you to ADS before it even lands on you. There is counterplay, though. It's just is annoying to have to, like, look down and try to find and shoot this thing, though, before it gets you. It basically has its own commando lunge. See, they're all set up in there. I can go and throw this in here, right? Throw the EMP so they can't counter it. And I get to go and break the hill for almost free, just because it disrupted one person. Obviously, it's not gonna work every single time, but it creates chaos. It doesn't allow people to just sit in a spot. I love the fact that it flushes people out. Given people don't necessarily sit around and hold angles a ton on here. Well, at least not as commonly unless you're into like a really good lobby or whatever, but generally you're not. But without going too far into that skill-based matchmaking discussion, one thing that I see a lot of people say is that skill-based matchmaking is there to protect the new player, otherwise they'll quit. And while that's true, I absolutely understand that that is definitely true. People don't like playing games that they're not good at, and they don't like getting their ass beat, and they don't like being shown levels. They don't. I don't like it either. I don't like getting my ass whooped and feeling like I have no chance whatsoever. I get it, but I also understand that I'm just cheeks in comparison to that guy. Like, I accept, but basically the argument against the no skill-based matchmaking is that the new players are going to quit, and a lot of them go and say things along the lines of all of the new / bad players are going to end up quitting the game, and all that's going to be left are all of the good players. Here's the thing, even if there are only good players that are left on the game, I've already played those games. If I'm better than good players, and I'm above those other good players, and I'm a great player, then I'm still basically, okay, look at it, goggle, and it's gone, ultra canceled. Sorry. If I'm good and I'm better than most players, it won't matter if they're good players because I'm just better than them. It's still the same result. I'm still going to win. And then in that entire process, I was able to feel and see my actual improvement. So yes, while all the new / bad players will quit the game, the good players that are left are still gonna get rolled because I'm not just good at the game by that point, I'm great. Skill-based matchmaking, everything is just completely doctored and tailored to be this weird thing. And then on top of that, other than it just feeling like an experiment, it actually does create discourse discourse among the players, where people that are bad at the game that are having completely different lobbies than good players, that gives people that have like this very wrong sense of how the game is being played at a higher level, that they feel like they know what is actually going on in the game. They feel like they can actually talk and have an opinion on like higher level gameplay, and they simply shouldn't, because they don't play the same kind of game. And also, you see down in the bottom right, I get my grenades and equipment back. Honestly, that gives really good value to DedSec. Maybe DedSec isn't that far behind the other classes. Oh wait, see that guy ulted? No, he didn't. And another thing, when you ult right there, it actually does a little mark, like a little white line going over or underneath of the players across the map. It's almost like a little miniature Blackbird or VSAT or whatever. It only lasts for a couple seconds, but you're able to go and see where people actually are as well when you pop. I have noticed that people definitely try to win the games on this, which is really interesting. I think maybe it's because of the lack of kill streaks or something, but people do feel the need, even though there's no skill-based matchmaking, they feel the need to win. It's very interesting when you're not psychoanalyzing your player base. Like, Activision literally intentionally tries to farm your engagement. It's disgusting. It's actually insane. Like, fuck making a good game, or have a good reason to do so. Let's just... I'm done talking about it. You get it, though. DedSec, definitely underrated, and a little bit stronger than a lot of people are thinking. And honestly, that spider drone thing is... yeah. There's not very many games where you end up having a spider jump clear onto your face repeatedly. Completely unforgettable.